you don't got the YouTube channel anymore because you decided that you want to like make quality over quantity. So you're not making as many videos. You got all the time in the world. No stability. And especially with a concussion, ooh, that's when you go down, bro. That's when you go down. I'll tell you what. And that was a rough time. You know what I mean? That was definitely a rough time. What's good, gang? How are we doing today? My name is Dylan, and welcome back to a new series, Chillin' with Dylan, episode 1. And yeah, if you don't know, Chillin' with Dylan, it was an old thing on my old channel, Exotic. I tried to start a podcast a long time ago, never really went anywhere with it, didn't know the format, didn't know how it worked. So this time, we're going to try it again, see how it goes, see if I enjoy doing it, and I think it'll be cool, right? And I guess just to start it off, the first thing, I'm going to try to put this on Spotify as well. And I assume we're on the Dylan Dalton channel. One day I might make a different channel for the podcast, but as of now, it'll be on Dylan Dalton. As far as the Spotify uploads go, don't know yet, but I'm going to plan on uploading there too. So yeah, it'll be lit. On the old podcast, I had a few of my YouTube friends on. I plan on doing that again, hopefully, right? And then when I finally graduate college and move out, I'll have an actual studio, so it won't just be Discord calls, because we all know how lit that is. It sucks, and it's not an actual podcast. You feel me? So having a nice little studio would be cool. And speaking of studios, I'll talk about that later. But yeah, so we're here, Chilling with Dylan, episode 1. You feel me? And I think I'm just going to talk about, for the first one at least, my life since I quit YouTube. And if you don't know, if you're new here, if you've been following me for a while, I used to have a channel called Exotic. Still, it's on the hat. You know what I mean? I had merch made for it. I had 4,000 subscribers. I had a mouse pad. I still have a mouse pad. It's just a little different now. But yeah, it was a big thing, right? And 4,000 subs on that channel there, right? And on that channel, I started in 2020. What did I do on that channel? I streamed, started with Fortnite, would play with subs. If you subscribe to me, you could play with me on Fortnite, right? Then I switch over to Minecraft. If you subscribe to me, you could play with me on Minecraft. Made a little community world there. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that sounds a little shady to you, but it sounds shady to me now. And that's part of the reason why I quit the channel, just because I realized that the majority of the subs that I was gaining was only because of playing with subscribers. You know what I mean? During COVID, Fortnite was popping. Everything was popping. You know what I mean? Everyone was inside and everyone was looking for people to play Fortnite creative with, looking for people to play Minecraft with. And my channel just kind of got thrown into the niche of playing with subs. I saw it as as a really easy way to grow. That's why I was doing it, just because, I don't know, making actual videos didn't seem as promising as streaming was, I guess. And streaming was pretty easy. You know what I mean? Just throw playing with subs in there. You get 20 subs a stream, right? So that was the biggest issue with Exotic there. You know what I mean? And apart from the streaming side of it, I would try to film vlogs. Some of the vlogs were lit. Some of them were just gross. Like watching, oh God, almost any video I made on Exotic, I look back at now and I'm probably proud of maybe 3 of them. So 2 years of doing a channel, you're proud of 3 things you did on there. It's not exactly the best. I still wear the hat. I need to get a new hat. Thinking about just not wearing a hat at all, but you know what I mean? It depends on the day. But yeah, the videos were just kind of everywhere. I'd try to make a Minecraft tutorial to get views. I would try to make a cool vlog, you know what I mean? And there was no real consistency with it. The only thing I knew I could do is play Minecraft with subscribers or play Fortnite with subscribers, and boom, guaranteed subs, you know what I mean? And yeah, after 2 years of doing that and trying to follow that same pattern, I realized it was slowing down more and more and more as people were not really trying to play those games anymore, you know what I mean? And then alongside of that, I had put basically all of my attention and time and self-worth and literally everything into that channel. You know what I mean? Like very, very unhealthily. Every waking hour I would put it into Exotic. I started losing my friends, lost a girlfriend back then because of it, was getting worse grades. My family stopped talking to me as much, and all of my energy was into Exotic. You feel me? And when you do that, you kind of lose yourself, and it's a real good way for you to get burnt out. And that's pretty much what happened. You know what I mean? I got burnt out. I took a break. I tried to come back. I couldn't exactly do it like I used to do just because it wasn't as cool anymore. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't go back to making Minecraft Minecraft, realms with subs. That wasn't it. Fortnite just was awful. You know what I mean? So there was no real way for me to dive back in 110%. You know what I mean? And when I finally quit and took a break from it, I was like, holy, you know what I mean? There's more to life than just YouTube. And like I started hanging out with more friends, started making more friends, started doing my best to improve my life outside of YouTube. And we could go into that in a different one, but there was a lot, you know what I mean? So after quitting YouTube, definitely the two biggest takeaways were how much I invested into it of my soul, literally, you know what I mean? And just how just doing the same thing over and over again, you don't even like it. You know what I mean? I didn't even enjoy streaming. Like streaming to me was just repetitive, and I just made myself do it all the time. I would make myself stream, even if I didn't want to. I'd say, okay, we're going live, just because it just got programmed in my brain. You know what I mean? And when you're forced to do something, especially when it's as cringy as playing with subs, you start to realize, is this really what I want my legacy to be? You know what I mean? So yeah, I ended up quitting Exotic pretty quickly after I realized that streaming wasn't anymore. And if I would have taken a different approach to streaming, maybe I would have kept doing it. But instead, I just wanted to take the easy way out and play with subscribers, to put it, I guess, bluntly. I don't know. But yeah, I quit Exotic. I started 3 new channels after that. I started EXO. I started EXO Reacts. And Dalton, the channel we're on now. And EXO Shorts, but that was kind of the same thing. You know what I mean? And there's so much we could talk about with those. But the biggest thing I think that came down to the quitting and the starting of new channels was basically my ADHD. I think it's I don't enjoy doing one thing, if that makes sense. Like I can only make Minecraft videos for so long. I could only stream Fortnite for so long. People, when I was streaming, they would ask me, come on, Dill, let's stream longer. Let's stream longer. And I can only do it for so long. And in order to grow on YouTube, you have to post the same type of video or in the same category, right? If I'm playing with subs constantly, you have to keep doing that, or else the algorithm's just going to completely kick you out, which is fair. But when you do it all the time and leave zero room for improvement because people aren't going to watch you if you don't keep doing that one thing, the burnout, the creativity isn't really there. And that's when the ADHD hits its maximum. You know what I mean? My stream started getting shorter, everything. So when I quit Exotic finally, because I saw that people weren't watching anymore, I didn't enjoy the streaming anymore. I just felt like it wasn't me anymore. Still wear the hat, but like I'm older now. I've grown up in life. I've matured. I don't enjoy doing that like I used to. And so I thought, why not? Let's start 3 new channels. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy cinematic videos. I like watching cinematic videos. I like watching very highly edited videos. You know what I mean? So I decided, let's do it. EXO Reacts, EXO Shorts, Dylan Dalton. EXO obviously came from Exotic. What's short for Exotic? People used to call me EXO, you know what I mean? So I just took off the E and just left X and 0 because I've always liked EXO, and EXO is kind of synonymous with love, right? So I thought that was a pretty cool brand name, I guess. You know what I mean? EXO, but I also just liked how it sounded. So I made EXO, started making Minecraft videos again when the new update dropped because I wanted to. It wasn't because I was forced to, but because I wanted to. And one of the videos hit 40,000, I think, views. And it was me talking about the new Minecraft update. Spent 2 hours editing it. It was 4 minutes long. Put in quite a bit of effort. Made it a good video. You know what I mean? Actually, for once, sat down and tried to make a good video. And since it was on a new channel, instead of getting 30 views, it got 40,000, So I was like, oh, bet. Started making more of those videos, right? I think the second one got 5,000, 2,000, 1,000. Just kept going for the first 5 or 6 videos. We were doing great. Hit, I think, 500 subs pretty quick. And then I realized something else again. Guess what? I don't enjoy making videos about Minecraft. You know what I mean? It's a weekly thing. As soon as a new update drops, bet. But like, I don't enjoy making the same video over and over again. I can only make so many Minecraft videos. So EXO died off pretty quick, as one could tell. EXO Shorts, same with TikTok. We'll talk about that in a second. And then with EXO Reacts, before I quit Exotic, I posted a video of my parents reacting to Juice WRLD for the first time. 3,000 views, one of my most viewed videos on Exotic. I said, okay, bet. I said, let's continue with this one then, right? If people are going to watch this kind of stuff, I'm going to milk it. So I milked it. I had my mom react to Peep, Juice WRLD again. My dad reacted to Juice WRLD. You know what I mean? I just started doing that again, right? Once again, different wave. I said, okay, cool. This is working. Let's do it. had them react for a while. And then eventually after about a month of doing that, I realized that was also pretty boring. If you can't tell yet, all the things I end up doing become boring and repetitive over time. Maybe I'm just doing them wrong. But after that was done, I decided, you know what? Let's react to some new songs. Enjoyed that a little bit. Not really. I decided let's react to different countries. I still enjoy doing that. You know what I mean? But nothing to commit to doing it every single day. Like, I know that's how you have to do, right? But then again, I also have that fear in the back of my mind still that I'll lose myself again into YouTube like I did before. You know what I mean? And so like committing into either Minecraft, into reaction videos, or literally anything isn't that great because I'm going to get sick of it over time. And that's another reason why I'm bringing back this podcast, because I enjoy talking. I enjoy listening to podcasts. I enjoy talking about cool abstract stuff or surface level. You know what I mean? That's just me. I enjoy doing that. So like if I could talk to people and talk to other people, or just talk on my own like I'm doing here, I probably wouldn't hate it as much as I do doing the same thing over and over again, you know, just because I can't. I need stimulation in my life, if that makes sense. I cannot just do it the same over and over and over. I just can't do it. I don't know if that means something's wrong with me. I don't know. I just can't. You know what I mean? And then last but not least, we had Dalton. I completely forgot to mention, I quit McDonald's around the same time I quit Exotic. And I worked at McDonald's for 5 years, was a manager there. You know what I mean? McDonald's also fueled my rage to quit YouTube, in a sense, because I was working at McDonald's. I was going to school, getting home, making a TikTok, streaming, going to McDonald's, getting off, making a TikTok and a video. You know what I mean? All day long, all the time, always just completely in that same zone, right? I hated McDonald's with a passion, and you probably can't blame me. McDonald's probably sounds awful, and it was, you know what I mean? So like when I quit McDonald's at the same time, I had a school job starting here in September. So I was like, okay, bet I'm a DoorDash. People, I see people making so much money doing it. I'm going to do it, and it's going to be great, right? I'm just going to drive around in my car, listen to music, listen to podcasts, make videos about me DoorDashing. It's going to be so sick. Once again, really excited. After I already quit EXO Reacts and EXO, really, really excited. I'm going to DoorDash and make so much money, right? And then guess what happens? I sit in my car. I'm a very social person. I don't do well not really talking to anybody all day long. So then I'm in my car, and guess what? I get sick of DoorDashing again. You know what I mean? It's just a constant thing. I think I made 2 DoorDash videos in total. I had probably an hour of footage. I had so much footage from just me driving around talking. And like, I enjoyed talking to the camera while I was driving. You know what I mean? I enjoy talking. And yeah, I quit that too. You know what I mean? And I had such big plans for it, but that ended it as well. So then with Dalton, I tried to make money, like videos about money, tried to make videos about stuff I was doing, and that never really took off either. You know, it's like my mind always thinks up these cool things that I should be doing, but I never actually follow through with them. And that's been the biggest problem since I quit Exotic. You know what I mean? But after all that, right? After I finally accepted what is, I got a concussion. And yeah, the concussion was lit. I got a concussion, and then I was bedridden. And already stopping all these things and having nothing going really anymore, the concussion, being concussed and like feeling the physical symptoms of that, plus not doing anything because it hurts to look at a computer screen. It still kind of hurts my eyes right now to look at this light. But yeah, I just, even worse, you know what I mean? Even more time inside of my own head, if that makes sense. I was already quit McDonald's, already quit Exotic, gave up on 4,000 subscribers, was trying so hard on EXO Reacts, on Dalton to get these videos to work, but I just could not find that shtick to make me want to keep doing it. And then now, after all that, in my bed, concussed. You feel me? And that was a bad time. That was a bad time for sure. And I felt like I was going crazy, if we're being honest, just absolutely bad shit. That's how I felt, honestly, because I was genuinely going crazy, and it's there. And I know now to never ever do that again, because for some reason I thought quitting Exotic and McDonald's at the same time to just do this damn DoorDashing would be so beautiful and so great. But it wasn't, because it was summertime. It was a couple months ago. You know what I mean? It was summertime. I quit my job. I quit my YouTube channel I've been doing for 2 years to pursue some other job, driving around in a car, talking to 0 people, And then when I'm not in that car, basically all the freedom in life was on me at that point. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I was able to do whatever I wanted when I wanted. And that sounds so beautiful, right? But when you start not having those routines in your life anymore, school's in summer, you don't got the job, you work when you want to, you don't got the YouTube channel anymore because you decided that you want to like make quality over quantity, so you're not making as many videos. You got all the time in the world, no stability, and especially with a concussion, ooh, that's when you go down, bro. That's when you go down. I'll tell you what. And that was a rough time. You know what I mean? That was definitely a rough time. This damn camera only records for 60 minutes, so I had to start a new one. But yeah, it was a bad time. You know what I mean? Life since Exotic up until that point was pretty awful, if we're being honest. Like personally, I didn't have much going on. Constantly alone. I don't do good alone just because I enjoy social stimulation and new things going on. You know what I mean? We've already talked about that. So yeah, it was a bad time. And then I looked at Exo Reacts, Dylan Dalton, all the channels. I realized, wow, it's been 2 weeks since they uploaded. Oh my God, it's been a month on this channel. You know what I mean? Like just time flew by without me even realizing it. And I was like, okay, so this isn't good. You know what I mean? This isn't what I want to do here. And now it's September 23rd. I started school on September 1st. And with the changes that I made, I have things going on now and a lot of things. And it's actually lit. One of those is piano. You want to see it? I copped a piano just cause. Back in middle school, I used to play the clarinet, and I don't really have any hobbies besides stuff on here. So I thought, you know what? Let's cop a piano. That's cool. Playing the music, learning the songs is lit. I actually enjoy that quite a bit. But on top of that, now I'm on a radio. I'm a news anchor. I have a job making TikToks for somebody. I have another job filming things for somebody, and I'm almost done with school. 20 credits left. I'll be graduated college. And I know I'm not the best with these transitions yet. You know what I mean? I probably breezed over all these things. I don't know how much sense it's making, but this is the first episode. Cut me some fucking slack. You feel me? But yeah, September 1st, school started, right? 15 credits now, 2 in-person classes, 3 online classes. And one of the in-person classes, it's called audio production. We learn about microphones. We learn about sounds, how to set up audio, what audio does, ways to soundproof your room, something I still need to do. And one of the benefits of that class is you're actually on the school's radio. So once a week, Monday, 3 to 4, I get to go into the radio studio and I put on a show. And on that show, I can cue up music I want to listen to. I don't know what my name's going to be at, probably DJ XO. I'm just kidding. That's pretty bad. I don't know. But you cue up music you want to listen to. You can make a stage name if you want to. Every 10 minutes or so. That last song we listened to was Circles by Post Malone. The weather outside today is 63 degrees. And then you'll say something else and it's like, the next song up is Black Beatles. You know what I mean? And then you'll mute the mic and then you play the next song until the next voice break. And it's cool. You know what I mean? You can hear yourself talking just like I can hear myself if I put my headphones on. You don't know how many people are viewing. So it's kind of like a miniaturized version of streaming, except there's no chat, and it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? It's a whole studio. They got actual microphone stands, actual microphones, actual like audio equipment, and it's sick. Like the music just plays. It's a whole ass studio, and it's badass, if we're just being honest, especially for me, because I love this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So once a week, we're on the radio, and pretty cool. You know what I mean? Gets me out of the house, more things to do. And yeah, I enjoy doing it. A few of my viewers actually slid up on one of my stories and said, damn, you got a whole studio now, huh? Thinking it was for this Chillin with Dylan podcast, but not us yet. Not us yet, Chief. It'll happen. It'll happen, I promise. And then for the other class, I'm a news anchor. So the other class is communication something, but it's a video practicum lab. So in that class, our professor used to be on a news station up north of where I live. And he teaches us what they do in the newsroom, because if you want a job in the film world, most of the time you have to go into news first. So we all got to pick our positions. One person's audio, someone's a technical director, a producer, someone just mans the cameras, and it's a whole news studio. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole thing. They got the cameras, they got the green screen for the weather. They have a camera up here, and like we actually go live on the news, on the school's news channel. It's not many views as one could assume, but yeah. And I'm an anchor on there. So I sit there like this, you know what I mean? And I wait for him to say cue, and then I'll go. And they have a little teleprompter too. They have a whole teleprompter. It'll go down. I'll say, okay, welcome back to SUTV News. I'm Dylan Dalton. You got to put on a little newscaster voice and all. And it's pretty sick. It's cool, right? And then you got to wait. They cue you. You say your part. other homie says his part, and then they'll go to commercial. They'll tell you when to go again, and the script just keeps reading. And then there's this one part they make you ad lib, and an ad lib in the newsroom is like where I say, "So hey, how's the weather today?" And he'll say, "It's good, boss. What do you think about the weather today?" And then I'll say some other bullshit, right? And then we just keep going back and forth, and you have to do that for 60 seconds. 60 seconds of that, and you can't ask questions. Besides basic ones like that, you got to talk about something in the news show. So you're just sitting there talking. And it was our first run the other day. And then we run out of things to say. So homie's like, "What about winter?" He's like, "Winter, snowboarding." And I was like, "Oh, well, you want to go snowboarding?" And he's like, And then we both just started laughing on live TV, right? It's streaming to YouTube, but still, it was live. And we just both started cracking up laughing because it was so horrific how it went down. You know what I mean? And it was funny. It was funny for sure. And then the 3 other classes are just online classes, more communication stuff. Communication as a major can range from a variety of different topics, pretty broad. You can go into social media, you can go into writing, journalism, you know what I mean? There's so many things you can do with communications. And I think communications is probably what I'll do just because I plan on doing something with this long term. You know what I mean? So yeah. Those classes aren't that as cool. I forget to do homework for them. I was failing one of them for a while. Professor reaches out and says, "Are you feeling okay? Have you thought about harming yourself? Are you addicted to any substances?" And I guess I fell into the category of being somebody like that, right? But then I reached back out and said, "No, I just forgot I have online classes. Thank you for reaching out. I appreciate it, but I'm okay." You know what I mean? And yeah, it was something. That one was for sure something. But so no, apart from the school, the new jobs I have, all takes place here, basically, right? On the setup. And the first one is for the business center of my school. There's a whole entrepreneurship center. And every week on Tuesday, they have someone come in and speak about business. And so my job is to stand in the back, record them. And then once they're done speaking, I take the footage home, edit it. I get paid $13 an hour, post it to the school's YouTube, take clips of that, make them into TikToks, take clips of that, post them on Instagram. And I just basically run the entrepreneurship social media. $13 an hour, not exactly 40 hours a week, but I think it's cool. It's good experience. You know what I mean? I get to hear different kinds of things about business. You know, I have a second homie who helps me up front. He just does the recording. He'll show the audience if they ask questions. You know what I mean? And so it's cool. I get to mic up the person, you know, I get to listen in on the camera. It's a whole ass camera too, not a small G7X like I have. Like it's a big camera, big tripod. So it's really cool to work with multi-layers like that and not edit my own videos. I edit someone else's videos. It's pretty cool. You know what I mean? So I like that job quite a bit. And the second job is for a company. The company actually creates products, different kinds of products. I found him on a job searching website and I applied. He gave me the interview. He pays me $500 every 2 weeks. And basically he sends me a product, whatever product we're going to use. I get that product, use my own creativity and make 2 TikToks a day with it. So yeah, whatever the product right now is a mask. And basically I'll just make TikToks with the mask. I'll make Instagram reels with the mask and YouTube shorts, all the same thing. But the videos have ranged from a wide variety of places. So like every day I'm going to school, I'm doing homework, I'm doing the school job. And then I come home and I have to make TikToks in the mask and try to get them to go viral, which I think it's cool. You know what I mean? And I think it took me quitting YouTube to finally realize that I can do other things to make money from video creation. You know what I mean? And it's not exactly 2 full-time jobs. I'm not getting paid crazy amounts of money, but it's really, really enjoyable to be able to monetize your skills to make side money, if you will, because I don't have 1 full-time job. I just have 3 side jobs, but that keeps me going, keeps me not so much on one thing. You know what I mean? So it's very good for me personally, just because I always have something to do, you know, and that's what I enjoy the most. So yeah, you feel me? Got the Chillin with Dylan podcast now, got the radio show. I'm a news anchor. I have to go interview people for news packages, have to make video assignments. I got the 3 classes online. I still got Exo Reacts, Exo and Dylan Dalton. You know what I mean? I'll probably still make other videos besides the podcast, but yeah, got a lot of things going on now. You know what I mean? Life's really opened up compared to where it was when I was sitting here streaming, going to McDonald's and going to school. Life's really branched out and opened up. You know what I mean? And it's super cool. And I'm super excited about it because I enjoy a good little change. I enjoy new things, you know? So all around, it's going good now. right? I was down bad for a few months there, from like probably June to July, August, right? And I was just so fed up with all of it, and then school finally started and whew, we're good now, right? It's a good thing I didn't try to start this podcast back then because it would have been rough. But yeah, I don't know. That's about it really for how life's been since YouTube. I feel like I covered it all. It was pretty depressing for a while there, but now things are going. As far as like future Chillin' with Dylan episodes, I had my homie Game Time with Kyle on. He's almost at 100,000 subscribers now. I wouldn't mind having him on again. Another homie Smitty. We're both around the same places in life, except his YouTube channel is now at 20,000 subs. He's been killing it, so shout out him. A few other YouTube homies that I could have on the podcast, you know what I mean? Eventually, the end goal is to have an actual podcast going. I don't know if I'll keep the name Chillin' with Dylan. Let me know if you guys like that name, right? Yeah, I think it's a good name personally. And the Spotify will be cool, Really could talk about anything. Conspiracy theories, film, movies, music, literally anything. I just think the podcast is the perfect way for me to go just because of, like I said, ADHD and also just like constantly switching, It's the only way I can make content without having to make a new channel every time because I know I can talk about anything on here, right? And that'll solve that problem for me. I enjoy talking, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know, leave me some topics, whatever you want to see, whatever you want to hear, whatever you want to discuss, I'm down for. You know what I mean? Anything. Literally anything. Life advice, motivational stuff, video games, what not to do, streaming. It'd be cool. And I wouldn't mind a live podcast either. That's one thing I do miss from Exotic quite a bit is being able to talk to, like, just chatting streams. I don't miss the video game portion, but I do miss just vibing and talking to chat. That one was always lit. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's about it for this first one, I think. About 30 minutes long, maybe a little shorter. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if you want to hear more. And if I do get it uploaded to Spotify by the time I upload this, follow us on Spotify. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you like the name Chillin' with Dylan, let me know. If you want to know anything else, let me know. And yeah, I think it'll be cool. You know what I mean? On Exotic for so long, I built myself into a character unintentionally. What's good? What's good, guys? How we doing today? You know what I mean? All the time. And so now I feel like this is a way for, I guess, everybody to really get to know me as a person. You know what I mean? Instead of the character I played. So it'll be lit. That's about it for this first one, though. Thank you guys for listening. And I'll see you guys in the next video, I guess. Don't know an outro yet, so we're just going with the classic. Peace out.